Vincent.
Yes.
How are you?
I am blessed. How you doing?
I'm blessed. My mom says blessed and highly favored when people ask her that question.
I got that from my mama, so yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a mama response.
Yeah.
Your parents are from Liberia.
Yes.
Right? Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. And you grew up in Charlotte?
Yes, born and raised. I'm
born
first
and
generation.
Raised in Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
Amen.
How do you feel like you're putting on for the four?
Of course. I think it's time. I think right now Charlotte got a lot of energy going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with a lot of artists in the city just making motion. So I feel like it's an open lane right now, and it's only right that all of us hop in and just take as much as we give to make it a bigger piece of the cake.
You said something about the Charlotte artist, and I'm going to circle back to that because I want to know what you think.
Okay.
What you think the pulse is.
Okay.
In Charlotte. East Charlotte. You're from East Charlotte, right?
East 2 times.
Is that the hood? Is that one of the hoods of Charlotte? Or is it, what would you describe that as?
I mean, for me, the East Side, it got its good parts, it got its bad parts. It's not, I wouldn't see it and be like, oh yeah, it's the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know there's worse places in, you know, America and Africa. You know what I'm saying? But will I say there's some parts in the East where it's like, I wouldn't go over there if you don't know nobody. Yeah. I
mean, yeah, because you just compared it to a whole nother country.
Right.
So I definitely would say there's probably some spots that I would try to avoid.
Everywhere. Everybody got a ghetto.
No, big facts.
You feel me?
I have my landmarks on the East Side.
Yeah.
It's like 2 little spots I go to.
What's the ones you go to?
Party Animals? Is that considered?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was my jam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was my jam over there. What would you say the culture is of the neighborhood that you grew up in? And before you answer that, how did that culture, if that culture showed up in your art? Because you started at 13, right? Mm-hmm. I'm interested to know if you think anything about any of your environment showed up in your creativity.
Definitely. I think the way things show up in my creativity is the things I experience or people around me experience. Mm-hmm. So when I was living on the East Side, my dad lived on the East Side and my mother both lived on the East Side. Okay. So even if I was going to my dad's house, I was still on the East. But it's like I'm getting the African culture from my parents, and then I'm getting the hip-hop culture from my siblings, myself, my cousin, my older cousins. Then I go outside and I'm getting it from people my age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people who play sports in the East. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was hooping. Mm-hmm. A lot of people was playing football. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we go outside, you might see all the bikes out front and everybody playing and hooping with each other. Exactly. Man. Before it was, phones was there when I was young, but I feel like we were the last, at least people my age was like the last generation that still, at least in my neighborhood, was going outside.
Agreed.
You feel me?
My son doesn't go outside.
At all.
To play a sport, and then he comes right back inside.
See, when I was 12, my boys was still hooping.
No.
Yeah, you know, they were still going outside to hoop. So it was definitely that. Definitely got in a lot of neighborhood fights. You know what I'm saying?
That makes you
yeah, exactly.
Makes something of you, yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, standing on business. And, you know, as we got older, you know, some people went a wrong way. Some people went a right way. Or what's right or wrong at these days? You know what I mean? So it's no way, because I feel like everybody's path gets them to where they need to be. Mm-hmm. But, you know, some people took a different turn than others. And, you know, it's not, I wouldn't say it's more or so. I feel like it's a balance of both. You know, because I know people that's at school, you know what I'm saying? I know people who...
In the streets.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen all of that, and I feel like that goes into my music and how I express myself. And just, I'm an observer. I've always been an observer since I was a kid. So sometimes it's either me observing others or observing myself and what I got to go through.
Observing yourself, what does that mean? I know what that means to me when I hear it. What does that mean to you when you say it?
Going in internally, you know what I'm saying? Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is key. I do a lot of that, especially when I feel like, you know, somewhere in my life where I need to, like, you know, really take and evaluate to get better. I'm always striving to be better. So, you know, I think for me, that's what it means. Being internal and doing shadow work and all of that. So
yeah. Shadow work is painful.
Yeah, it's deep.
A lot of people don't. We talk about doing the work on yourselves, and we think it just starts in therapy and ends in therapy.
Right.
You go home, and that's when the real work is there. So you said you were ready to go at 13.
Yes.
Right? You were always passionate about your work. You were always passionate about music. What are some of the, if you can remember, what are some of the artists that your father used to play in the house?
Pac. He definitely played a lot of Pac.
Okay.
Pac was one of the first voices I heard.
Uh-huh.
Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
He played 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying on repeat.
Do all dads introduce us to Pac and Biggie? I think they think it makes us balanced.
Yeah, definitely, because I was like, he would tell me the story like, yeah, the East and West Coast, and I'm sitting there like, yo, like.
They give you the backstory.
Yeah, like I'm looking at them like they was bigger than life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how they told the story.
Facts. And it was like 50, Jay, Nas, Wayne. Yeah. Wayne was like one of the first. I was like, whoa. Even he on my pops when I was 6 years old, he gave me late registration.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm getting all of this early.
And you were how old?
6 years old.
Wow.
6 or 7, yeah. And I think it came out around that time. Like, I think the year after, that's when he gave it to me, because I know late registration came out 2005, and I was 5. So it's like 2006. I remember 2006, 2007, he was like, here. And I just remember hearing that. Then I'm also hearing like Brandy's, the Monica's, the Erykah Badu's from, you know, my mom and my older sister, you know what I'm saying? So I was getting all of that early.
Your ears were being trained up right. Your parents were training you up in the right way.
Subconsciously.
Musically, for sure.
Yeah, they didn't even know. I feel like, well, my dad always knew, and my mom did too, but I feel like they didn't even know that they was doing that by training my ears and playing that stuff. So I'm just soaking it all in and taking it and using it for my inspiration. And then like, as I get older, now they're starting to see.
I appreciate the investment they made in you, regardless of if they knew they were doing it. It was a hell of an investment, right? My parents played worship music, and now that I'm older, I play worship music when I'm taking my son to school because I think it sets a tone for the day. So, yeah, kudos to your parents.
Shout out
training
to
you up.
Shout out to them for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you this. Do you have any work that you could pass on? Any work that maybe other people are like, man, that was fire, or I connected to that, and you're like, in the time that I wrote it and the time that I produced it, it was hot. I've outgrown it. Or are you 10 toes on everything you've ever created?
Definitely 10 toes, because I have no regrets.
I respect that.
On everything I've put out. You know, it shows the journey. It shows where I came from and where I'm at now. And, you know, granted, you know, now I'm being more intentional with what I want to put out. But I think every time I put something out, it's a journey into where I was at that time. It's a time capsule.
It's supposed to be.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, when I look later down the line, I'm like, when, for example, you know, I'm not thinking about this anytime soon, but imagine if like years down the line, my son is like, I want to know how my dad was when he was 16. He's going to have that project that I put out when I was 16. He's going to have the project when I was 22. So it's like, that's my mentality now when it comes to the music.
Ninth Wonder. It's super important. Like, it's hella important to have someone on your team who believes in you, who supports you, who pushes you, but I think also who holds you accountable.
Right.
So if not him, do you have anyone who is your accountability partner, who is making sure you're staying a quality human being outside of just the business aspect?
My mother. Yeah, my mom. My mom, like, she get on my nerves sometimes, but like,
you're gonna cut that part. No, she don't.
But it's because sometimes she tell me what I need to hear, what I don't want to hear. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Me being young, I'm a young man, I'm feeling myself sometimes. So it's like, but she always keep me accountable, and she always tries to tell me the truth. Not tries, but make sure she tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? So her, definitely I got some like people in my corner, like my cousin Luke, he gonna hold me accountable, but my mom is like number one. She got it. When it comes to accountability, she got it. Because even them, like, you know, them my peoples, but, you know, she's like real raw. She don't care about none of this.
Right.
At the end of the day. Right. So, yeah, her.
Where do you fall? You have siblings. Where do you fall in the group of children? Are you the oldest? Are you you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest for my mom, and I'm the oldest son for my dad. So it's only my sister who's older than me.
You got responsibilities.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I gotta carry that. I gotta carry the name. And I gotta make sure that my brothers and sisters after me, they just is 2 times more successful than me.
Yep, that they're set up.
Yeah.
To whom much is given, right?
Right.
Charlotte artists. Who in Charlotte have you been paying attention to? Maybe not even paying attention to. Do you have anyone in Charlotte on your playlist?
Definitely. I got Ludo on my playlist.
Okay.
I got Mobby on my playlist.
Okay.
Danelle Farrar is on my playlist.
Okay.
Siaka's on my playlist.
I don't know them.
You gotta check. She's an R&B singer.
I don't know.
She's originally from Raleigh, but she lives here, so I
Okay.
just put her in the. You know
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying?
No, that's fair.
Yeah, but Sianka
Okay.
and Reuben Vincent.
Reuben Vincent.
Yeah.
I like that. Love is War. Love is War is dropping midnight.
Tonight.
Midnight tonight?
Yes.
So after I wrap my hair, make sure my edges is wrapped up, I can catch it where?
You can catch it on Apple Music, Spotify. You can catch it on Bootleg. Y'all leaking it. I bet y'all probably gonna be doing that tonight. Y'all can catch it on Amazon Music, YouTube, wherever. Your Sidekick, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, all that. Yeah.
I used to want a Sidekick. I never got to have one.
I'm about to
the
buy
one
one.
that slides up? No, they're no good. I wanted one so
I'm about
bad.
to buy one. Like, I'm about to get rid of my iPhone and buy a BlackBerry or something.
If you can find one, get me one and we can BlackBerry message each other.
Let's do it.
I'm with it.
Let's do it. We're going to be more present.
I'm with it. Listen, before we wrap up, I want to let you know I regretfully did not make your listening event. I was invited.
It's all good.
I did not make your event. The events that I've curated in the past, I try to ask people to sit in the music. I think you said that earlier.
Yeah.
What was the feel? What was the vibe of your event?
It was packed out. Yeah. We had to send like over 100 people.
Who was there?
Armani Caesar.
Did you see me almost say her name?
Yeah.
I'm such a girl fan of Armani Caesar.
Yeah, I love her too. She's incredible.
Yeah.
But it was packed out. We had to send over 100 people probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't have turned Miss Media away.
Oh no,
you
of course not.
Of
course not. Of course not. Come on now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right.
It was that, but it was so crazy. We like, yo, we just gonna throw a show tomorrow, like a show release party vibe, like have some of my friends pull up. But it was crazy, like, and even then, with you saying you want them to sit in the music, I remember pausing it. I was like, yo, I respect y'all and I want y'all to respect my time. There was a whole bunch of people that turned around, that we had to turn around. So if y'all gonna be in here, listen to the music, listen to the music. So they was vibing. There was one record they was going crazy about, a few honestly, but it was just like, just seeing that was like, wow, like the impact is real.
That's the whole reason you do it,
right.
To be impactful.
Right.
What do you want more, fame or accolade?
I don't care about neither. I want respect. I want respect.
I respect that answer because I want the accolade.
I feel you.
I don't care now. I assume the fame will come with it. I want every award I can get, but I respect your answer.
I just want respect.
No, for real. Well, you have some here with Miss Media.
Thank you.
Reuben Vincent, rocknation.com. That's where you can find him on Instagram. That's the website. What's the Twitter?
The Twitter is Reuben Vincent _ That is REUBENVINCENT. I ain't been on MySpace.
That might be before your time.
Nah, I was there.
Were you?
I was watching my sister get on there getting lit.
What's the TikTok? They got you on?
Oh, Reuben Vincent _ They got me on TikTok now. That's crazy. Instagram is the same thing without the _.
Okay.
Twitter need to go ahead and give me my username without the _ too, because this
is difficult.
Yeah, it's a problem right now.
Okay.
We're going to get that right.
Well, listen, I am going to get in the car and listen to that new, give me the name of that song with Damani.
Trickin'.
No, it's not. That's what y'all titled that song,
yes.
Trickin'. Oh, my goodness.
It ain't tricking if you
It's not tricking if you've got it. If you have it, then it's not tricking at all.
Right.
I actually thought it was dope that y'all started out with the skit with Cat Williams. I thought that was really dope. So that's out right now. The video is out right now. Make sure you tap in, stay tapped in. You had a show coming up. Where's the show?
The show is Friday, January 27th.
Boom.
Featuring Luke, Mavi, Sianka.
Okay.
A whole bunch of people from the city.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
they all coming out.
They pulling up.
Miss Media might have to pull up.
Pull up.
Listen, thank you for sitting down with me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Hey, come on.
You want a hug?
Come on. Appreciate you.
Of course.
All right, y'all.
Miss Media.